All right. Welcome back. Apologies I missed you on Monday. It was my lady's birthday, so I took the day off. But it's a brand new week, and I want to share with something with you that I've been struggling with for the past few weeks, give or take, due to an injury, which kind of throws me out of my rhythm. It can throw anybody out of their rhythm, but it's not just an injury that could happen. There are a wide number of things that could throw your life out of balance at any given moment, and you're chugging along with steam, and all of a sudden something strikes your path, or throws off the flow of your routine, and it's very, very hard to get back into that flow. So, what I want to talk about today is a little something that, if anybody here owned owned a scanner back in the day, it was called Recalibration. You have to recalibrate all the light sensitive materials with all these little charts, and you had to run it through the scanner. I'm going to explain this. There were scanners you could actually photocopy things with at home, but to get them to work right, you had to calibrate them with all these little light sensitive bars. They may still have them. I'm not sure. But other scanners I've owned in the past 10 years I actually had them. But recalibration is basically getting the machine ready to work again properly. And as you know, an injury, there are a number of things that can happen. People get sick. A lot of things can throw you out of your mood, out of your flow. And you have to recalibrate. Now, one thing I do want to warn you against is you can't force a recalibration. If you try to make something work that's not ready to work, you're probably going to break it. We're going to get very poor quality out of what you're trying to do. When you want to get back in the swing of things, when you want to get yourself back on the right track or a previous track that you were already on, you have to remember, like most of the metaphors I use, jumping right into it, like if you're ice cold, jump into a pot of boiling water, it's going to be extraordinarily painful, alone with being boiling. But you have to ease yourself into ease yourself back into the swing of things, and that all comes from taking small steps. That small recalibrative step from getting from point A to point B. Many people don't know this, but I had a minor back injury, kind of made it hard to sit. Kind of made it hard to work out. And my recalibration wasn't, let me go work out immediately once my back felt better. My recalibration was the stuff I didn't want to do, the boring things. Stretching. Doing some rehab work. Core and balance work. Doing stuff that I don't find enjoyable at all. But it helps me get back on the path and recalibrate my body to do the things I want to do. Today was the first day I got back down there to do some squats with no weight, do some pull-ups, and do some push-ups, and hit the bag, and had no back issues. This is getting me back in the flow of moving around again and breaking a sweat, because this thing is still a little moist from the workout I was doing, without throwing myself in the deep end and setting myself back even more. Recalibration takes time, and sometimes we don't know when to step out of that recalibration phase to go full swing. But like most things in life, you have to play it by ear. Little by little by little, you press yourself forward and get back on the track that you were on previously, so you can so you can exceed the limit you were at previously. That's my goal as a designer, artist, human being, is to exceed my limitations. If you're watching this, you've only seen any of my content, you have an understanding of why I do this. Our limitations keep us from achieving the things we'd like to achieve, or would love to achieve. And if I can help somebody out there recalibrate their schedule, no matter if you want to get back into doing art and you can't do it for an hour, do it for 15 minutes, do it for 5 minutes. Watch a video on learning how to draw for 10 minutes. Ease yourself into those things. You don't feel like doing anatomy, Do some gesture work. Just do some scribbles. Study your favorite thing to draw. As long as you get your hand moving, you can move into other areas of study and design. If you're not into doing, layout design for your projects, you're going to have to break yourself into like learning how to do basic layouts, and even you have to just look at layouts that you find extraordinarily interesting to figure out how they accomplish those things. This is all part of the recalibration process. And as this will be my 40th year on the planet, I have been on and off hundreds of times. And to this very day, there will be a point in the recalibration where you think to yourself, is this worth it? And that's a real question you ask yourself. Is the pain, the struggle, the strife, the headaches I'm going through worth the goal I want to achieve? And if it is, press forward. If it is not, it's always a good time to pivot. Sometimes when we approach our goals, we think they are going to give us something that they're not. We can put a lot of happiness into a goal, but when we get close to that goal, we realize that that's not what it's going to achieve, which is good. It's also a moment of recalibration. You recalibrate yourself to pivot to a new goal or a new desire that will help fulfill you as a human being. So, with that, take your time. Move forward slowly. Get those running shoes out. Sit them by the door. Do a walk. Do a short walk. Break out that tablet. Break out that piece of paper. Sketch for 5 minutes. Sketch for 15 minutes. But action, even slow action, is and always will be better than inaction. Yeah. So with that, I'm gonna leave you here on this Wednesday. As you can see, it's Wednesday. I got my Wu-Tang mug out. Drinking my King's Coast coffee. You can also pick up the Conquer Roast over on kingscoast.com, which is my one and only sponsor, because that's the only product I truly I get behind. So you're gonna try a roast blended especially for for your boy Con. Check out Conquer on kingscoastcoffee.com and use code Conquer at checkout for 10% off. With that, you guys have a great week. Keep fighting a good fight. I'll see you next time.